Welcome back to the top tiers. Today I'm doing a comparison video between the SMG-12 and the C75 Auto. So I want to bring the truth, finally unveil the truth to which is better and which you should use. And the first test is customization. The SMG-12 has the reflex, red dot, and holographic optics available, and no muzzle, but the underbarrel, it has a laser pointer, and for grips it has vertical and angled. The C75, however, has only one muzzle attachment with a suppressor and nothing else. And before we go on, I want to make it clear of two things. The SMG-12 is in fact integrally suppressed, so that's why there's no muzzle available, and the C75 Auto's vertical grip does not stabilize recoil like a normal vertical grip. So obviously in this case the winner is the SMG-12. And next test is damage. The C75 does 35 damage from 0 to 18 meters and 23 from 28 meters and on, and 30 meters from 30 damage from 0 to 18 meters while suppressed, and 22 from 28 and on while suppressed. The SMG-12 does 28 damage from 0 to 18, but it is integrally suppressed, while it does 19 from 28 on, and it is integrally suppressed again. So the winner here for raw damage is the C75 Auto. Next up in test 3 is the time to kill. So it's going to get a little bit more complicated here. First, the C75 Auto. On level 1 armors, it takes 120 milliseconds to kill, while on level 1 armors plus the suppressor, it takes 180 milliseconds to kill. On level 2 armors, it takes 180 milliseconds to kill, while on level 2 armors plus a suppressor, it takes 240 milliseconds to kill. On level 3 armors, it takes 180, and on level 3 plus suppressors, it takes 240. But you may say that level 2 and level 3s are the same, but that just means that the damage drop-off occurs much more sharply on level 2s than it does on level 3s. So level 3s take less damage at range than level 2s. And the SMG-12 does 142 milliseconds on level 1. On level 2, it's 189, and on level 3, it's 189 again, but same thing as the C75 Auto. And I'm going to go with a draw for this, because if you're looking for something kind of silent, the SMG-12 has the best times to kill than the normal C75 Auto, but if you don't want suppressed, the C75 Auto is better, because you can't unsuppress the SMG-12. Next up is controllability. So the controllability here this is the C75 Auto recoil pattern, and on the right you see the SMG-12's normal, and on the far right you see the SMG-12 plus vertical grip. So first, this green line shows the minimum point of the C75 Auto's recoil. So this is how the minimum point. And now tracking that across, we can see that the minimum for the SMG-12 with the vertical and without vertical is lower than that. And looking at the maximum here, the SMG-12's maximum without vertical grip is slightly above the maximum for the C75 Auto, but with the vertical grip, it's far below. So I'm going to go with the SMG-12 as a winner here, and let me explain for a second, because the SMG-12, although without a vertical grip, it has a wider range of recoil, because it has slightly higher and slightly lower at its best and slightly higher at its worst than the C75 Auto. Once you equip that vertical grip, you have much lower recoil like you should. However, the recoil is still very easy to control, especially if you're fighting at close range, which you should be with this SMG-12. The recoil is very good, so you're better off just going with an angled grip and keeping the same recoil stats, but getting that faster ADS time. Unless you really want to cramp up your recoil, then you can go with that vertical grip. But I'm going to give it to the SMG-12 here, because next test is just a quick test, which is magazine size and fire rate. Magazine size of the C75 Auto is 26 plus 1 bullets, and its fire rate is 1,000 rounds per minute. The SMG-12's magazine size is 32 plus 1 bullets, and its fire rate is 1,270 rounds per minute. So the obvious winner here is the SMG-12, has a faster fire rate and larger magazine capacity. And this brings us to the conclusion. And here, which one do I think is the best overall? I am saying that the SMG-12 is the winner overall. The SMG-12 is integrally suppressed, has a faster fire rate, larger magazine capacity, and is faster time to kill than the C75 with a suppressor. It also has more controllable recoil, and you don't need that vertical grip to tighten it up. You could use that angled grip to get yourself a little bit of an extra aim down sight time. The C75 Auto isn't a bad option if you want something a little bit slower but with higher raw damage. So if you want raw power, that's good. If you're not planning on suppressing it, it's good. But if you want something quiet and really fast, then the SMG-12 is for you. That'll be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the top tiers.